What up? What up? Top of the top. What's popping? What's cracking? What's good? We back again. What's up, family? What's good for the day? Thank you for waiting patiently. I know it took me a little minute, but I had a lot to put together this morning, and I had a lot to do yesterday. But anyway, it's gonna be worth the wait because it's some things I gotta talk about. We're gonna chop it up. We're gonna take a look at some stuff. Anyway, y'all already know what time it is. Episode 400 for No Fame Live, man. What's good? Very happy to see my people. Y'all already know how we do. Shout out to the new subscribers. Shout out to the replay gang. Y'all already know I'm about to cook today. Good morning, Colleen. Good morning, Faith. What up, Wax Dog? What's popping? The most hated. Yeah, what's good, bro? You already know. What's up, D. Malley from Cali? I see my whole family up here. I see everybody here. What's up, Chris Miller? Good morning, Rondell. You know what's up. New York is in the building. 401 Rider 89. What's good? Good morning, Jamila. All right, y'all. Y'all already know we got a lot to get into today. Today it's gonna be a good show. We got some things we're gonna take a look at. And it all go with the sign of the times and what I've been telling people, what we've been talking about. And I ain't just talking about the cover story. Anyway, we gonna get into it. Good morning, Miss Jackie. How you doing today, Miss Jackie? How you doing? Blessings to the whole chat. What up, Zengard? What's good, bro? Anyway, man, like I said, you're new to this channel. You feel me? When you catch the replay, all you got to do is scroll through the description box and you could click on what part you want to hear because it's timestamped. If you don't want to hear the intro, you can skip the intro on the replay. Shout out to the replay gang. Other than that, man, we about to cook this morning. We got shit to do. That's it. All right, so look. Thank everybody for pulling up. Y'all know I'm gonna holler at y'all later. As of right now, let's get into the show. TEKASHI 6ix9ine beat up. Where's Hassan Cambell? There's a lot of weird things going on out here. I don't got all the answers, but I know there's some shit going on. So we're going to take a look at that today. But the first thing we're going to talk about is this dude right here. And y'all remember, I was just talking about this clown last week. What'd I say? Not only is he a clown, but basically, like I told people, man, when you live a life like this dude, you got to watch your back for the rest of your life. I was speaking about how he got a lot of brothers locked up, and just so happened they was black brothers, and he got away clean. But he is the one that set the whole stage. But my point is this. Not only do you reap what you sow, but the way karma works. And I ain't even here to break all that down. I'm just trying to show people that, look, when you live a certain life, it's going to catch up with you, no matter what it is. But this dude was the ultimate clown. And shout out to the people in Florida. Shout out to the brothers in Florida that put hands and feet on this boy. And that's not the first time he got hands put on him in Florida. But for some reason, when he was in New York and he be in New York, he get passes. But I do understand when he's in New York, he has a lot of police security. I understand that, but I also understand that a lot of people gave him a pass. Was I not talking about that last week? About how a lot of people sold out, a lot of people turned their head the other way. They gave passes to a lot of this weird shit, and I was breaking down. This is how all of this weird stuff became normal, and I'm going to go into some more of this weird shit that became normal because people forgot how they was raised, their morals and principles. But my point is this: what they didn't tell you about 6ix9ine, and what they didn't tell the youth about when you snitch on people, when you tell on people, you got to watch your back for the rest of your life. See, that's the part they didn't show you. But they did show you in New Jack City because after Nino was on the stand snitching, he got killed by the old man before he made it out the court. So they tell you, when you live a life of a snitch, your days will forever be dark. That's just how the shit go. But anyway, I'm not here for all that shit. I'm just here to look at the pictures because they gave this nigga a pass. And I told you, he represented a gay man mixed with a gangbanger. Crossbreed, fusion. That was the biggest joke they ever played. And it worked. Because he got a pass. I already broke that down. I'm not going to go into that shit again. I'm not going to be a broken record, but I have to speak to the people that's late. I've been telling people this dude was a fraud. He going to keep getting beat up, and he better hope one day he don't end up out of here, because that's how it goes when you live in a life as a snitch. So to all the boys and girls, don't do crime. Matter of fact, crime over with. I already been telling you that. I got more proof today. I'm showing you this whole fake-ass reality we've been living in. This shit is over. And I'm going to prove it again. But anyway, he got hands and feet put on him. This man was in Florida. He thought, see, that's another thing. See, I'm telling people this shit. When you've been in New York your whole life and you never really been nowhere, you think everywhere is green and lame. I could have told this man, you going to Florida, that ain't safe, nigga. Do you know how many people from New York is in Florida? Do you know how many Bloods are in Florida, dummy? But see, he didn't know that. So he in Florida thinking it's sweet, but he don't understand that they'll leave that boy in a ditch down there. What's up, Kim? I see you sneaking here. What's up, Dramatic? Like I said, what up, Gotti? Anyway, Gotti 288. What up? Like I said, right? Man, people from New York all over. People got to get that through their head too. You think foreigners everywhere, New Yorkers are everywhere. Everywhere. Living their life, right? So my point is, you can't run nowhere. If you did some dirt in New York, you can't run because niggas gonna find you and see you. So 6ix9ine, I know he was green because he walking around Florida like it's sweet. I don't care what part you in. And not only that, them Florida boys, they don't play that snitching either. So I already knew eventually he gonna get dealt with. And he gotta go through this for the rest of his life. See, when you snitch, the rest of your life. And he gotta still worry about when the people he snitched on come home. See, that's the part they don't show you. But when you on social media and niggas on the gram trolling and niggas on YouTube trolling and making everything a fucking joke, when shit pop off, that shit ain't funny no more, is it? So I don't see this nigga cracking no jokes. I see him getting dragged in the bathroom like a broad. He getting dragged on the floor like a pimp drag a hoe when she short on that money. That's how he getting dragged, like a bitch. See that? This is what happens when you live a life of a fraud. Let me let it be known. A lot of y'all already know this, but I gotta let it be clear because a lot of young people coming up and they don't know no better. You see, I'm talking about them. I ain't talking about young baby. I'm talking about niggas 24, 25, 23. Niggas think they got the game master. You think following these fools gonna get you somewhere? That shit ain't gonna get you nowhere. Because I already broke down all these niggas the past 3 years been pulling internet shenanigans, internet tricks, internet magic. That make you think they bigger than what they are, make you think they realer than what they are, giving you a false reality. But everywhere this man went, he had security guards, cameras, and goddamn, one time looked like he hopped out of goddamn FBI SUV in Chicago. You feel me? But his whole job was to troll the gangsters and make a mockery of the gangster life. That was his whole job. And also to help them aid and abet at ending criminal activity in New York City. For anybody that know who he was running with, Mel Matrix, Shotty, I'm not going to go on all of that. But them homies from that particular part of the stop been running that shit for a long time, doing their thing. And they seemed to couldn't take them down until they sent this young man. But anyway, I ain't going into all of that. I already did all that. I'm just showing you what happens. When you live a life of a fucking fraud, talking all that shit on the internet, one day you're going to get dealt with. It might not be today. It might not be next week. It might not be a year from now. But one day, somebody going to put your head on the wall. You get it? Somebody going to put your fucking taco on the ground. So I'm telling you people, all you kids looking up to these dumbass rappers, you better get your mind right because that shit over with. That's all I'm saying. And you see, that man has no hands. He did not fight. He didn't go out swinging. He went out like a bitch. And that man could have destroyed him. They could have destroyed him. And this man was in a sauna, in a gym. What I tell you about niggas hanging in the gym? Did I already break all that down about niggas supposed to be thug hanging in the gym all fucking day? He was in a sauna. That's how he got caught lacking. He was in a sauna. You feel me? Yeah, he was wet, fresh out the pool. He was fresh out the steam room. You dig? Yeah, you see him twirling his hair like a bitch? Do you see? But they gave this boy a pass. And niggas still wanted to be in his circle because they thought they was going to get paid. And I told these clown-ass niggas, you can't get paid off a lane. All you're going to be doing is ducking and dodging, that's it. But I want y'all to see, because they don't remember. The same people on the internet that promoted this nigga, now that he getting washed up, they're not gonna put it out there. They're not gonna let you know it's a dark side to all that snitching, to all that trolling, playing with real niggas, playing these games. They don't let you know it's a dark side to that. And his dark side could have been somebody could have stabbed him in his gut. Somebody could have stabbed him up in that bathroom and left him for dead. But they ain't want that trouble. They could have did it though. So I'm just showing y'all, man. And this also shows that TEKASHI does not have no protection. He has no more protection out here. He's on his own. Do you see him fixing his hair like a broad? Pardon me. Because a lot of y'all went for that rainbow stuff. Y'all fell for it. You let this man walk around with rainbow behavior, throwing up red flags and throwing up gangbanging shit. And nobody that was in his presence did shit to him. But they claim they was real. But anyway, I'm not getting all that. He's fucking done. I got some other shit to get into. But like I said, I was just talking about this shit last week. And I was talking about how it's a lot of people been playing internet games. And I told you it was certain main culprits playing internet games. And then I told you some of these niggas were gatekeepers put on the internet to watch people, distract, and to stop other content creators from growing. That's my opinion. I already broke all this shit down. All this shit to me is old. So I'm going backwards talking about this shit. What up, Boulevard? What up, everybody in the building? Look, what's up, Sassy? What's good? Anyway, what's up, Malaya? Look, check it out. That's right. It's always over money. That's it. Because, look, as long as you got money, niggas gonna go for anything. Niggas will give you anybody, man. I'm telling you. I could do the foulest shit, but if I pull out some money, niggas gonna fall in line. You feel me? Yeah, I could be the most fakest motherfucker. But if I give a nigga a promise of what I'm gonna do for him, that nigga gonna give me a pass. He gonna let me live. Cause that's how the shit go. It's called niggas been sold they sold in the street. Niggas been sold they sold when they started doing a whole bunch of funny ass shit. But people don't understand he was the test. Let's look at it like this. When TEKASHI was sent to do his job, if he would have got his ass whipped a long time ago, half this shit would have never happened. Am I right? But niggas let him live, and he caused a lot of harm and damage. He was the one gassing up the shootings. He was the one gassing up the robberies. He was the one gassing up niggas to do shit and recording the shit at the same time. He was the head of the criminal organization because he was the moneymaker in the RICO. But he walked away and everybody else went to jail and everybody still gave him a pass after that. Mind you, this picture is after he done snitched on niggas in federal court in New York City. Niggas still was showing him love, including your boy, Mr. Whack 100. You feel me? And you see who else on the screen. I ain't got to go there. This today is not to bash Hassan Cambell. But the question is, where is he? Because there's some funny shit going on. And I've seen a lot of people speculating, doing their homework. But I'm here for something else. I'm going to show you something else, what I've been looking at and doing my research. Because there's some funny shit going on. But like I said, one thing a lot of y'all forgot to do, y'all forgot to follow the money. So today we're going to take a look at some shit. But other than that, 6ix9ine is a certified bitch. He was an undercover. Now, I ain't going to say he was undercover. I think he was an outright gay boy sent to the gangs to infiltrate. And he did it. So ain't no surprise he got the shit beat out of him. And it ain't going to stop. All right, but look, we about to move on, y'all. Now, being that TEKASHI 6ix9ine and others, I already broke all this shit down. If you new, check the catalog. All right? Because I broke down how we in a world of fake gangster, fake thug, and I broke down how it was different things put in place, how they started mixing the rainbow culture with the street culture, which created a new entity called what? A lollipop thug. And this is trending in America. I broke down how half these young boys are fruity, but they think they tough and gangster, but that's how they was bred. Now I'm going to show you the effects of what took place all these past 10 years, because I told you, all of this shit took place. It started in the Obama era. It started with the drill. Chief Keef. Meaning, back in the years ago, when I started seeing a whole bunch of young boys in the crib with no shirt on, arms around each other, I already knew what that shit was going. I already knew where this shit was going. When I started seeing on the drill videos back in 2010, and there wasn't no females in the shit after a while, and I just started seeing a bunch of niggas waving guns, I knew that represented gay behavior because I understand that the gun is symbolic to the penis. I understand that. And I broke down how most young men are infatuated with guns before they even get infatuated with a young girl. You feel me? You in high school, elementary school, middle school, you worried about guns instead of getting your first kiss. You see, that was part of them putting that energy out there. See, when we was young, we was worried about girls. We wasn't worried about no guns. Yeah, we got to guns after the girls, but we was about girls first. Now they raised to worship guns. And when you're worshiping a gun, little do you know you're worshiping a penis. Why do you think when you're in a hood strap, you keep the gun by your penis? The gun symbolizes a penis. Each bullet that busts represents a nut being busted. The penis give life, the gun take life. Anyway, I'm going to show you the result of what we got today. Do you see now the flaming thugs are outrights? Meet the original gang. Do you see this? This is the reality we in right now. When I broke down that all these boys you see right here, and it's millions of them, they was raised under this behavior. And I told you the whole plan was to kill the future. No more strong black men, period. Kill them all. But we ain't got to kill them. We just turn them all fruity and they won't reproduce. And then we're going to lock them up. The ones that don't die, we're going to lock the rest of them up. And then the ones that's alive, we'll make them fruity. What does that mean? End of a generation, period. I ain't got to sugarcoat the shit. You watching the shit right in your face. Because we in Revelation, which means we in the last day. Therefore, everything shall be revealed. Ain't no secrets, and I ain't under oath, so I ain't got to bite my fucking tongue. I'm going to show you. I'm going to let you see it for yourself, and I ain't going to water shit down. That what? It's fucking over. You know why it's over? For each one of these black boys turning fruity, it's an immigrant coming to the country with his family. And they willing to take over. I done showed y'all all this shit. The takeover is here. All this shit is going down. The conspiracy is out the bag. What's the conspiracy? Get rid of them black people. Get rid of their ass. Or matter of fact, we'll make it where they get rid of themselves. We ain't got to do shit. That is what's going on right now. So like I said, this is the new normal. The shit ain't funny, is it? But all these years of giving that shit a pass, Young Thug, Lil Uzi Vert, I done broke this shit down. I told you it started with the long hair, the color hair. All this shit was given a pass. But y'all think this, people think this cool. Meaning, people think this shit is cool. And this shit ain't got nothing to do with the rainbow community. Because everybody can't be down with the rainbow gang. If everybody's down with the rainbow gang, then shit, everybody gonna be over with anyway. No reproduction. So the rainbow gang, if that y'all gonna do y'all thing, do what y'all do. But my point is this: how come we seeing this strange behavior of teenagers and young men all of a sudden want to be a certain way? This has never happened in the history on the planet. But it's happening now because it was sanctioned and allowed. This also happened. This is what happened when you lock up all the OGs and you lock up all the men of authority and kill them off early. These dumb boys ain't got no goddamn big brothers. They ain't got no fucking daddy. They ain't got no uncle. They ain't got nobody real in their life. Because they would know, even with this, nigga, you got to choose a side. Either you're going to be with the rainbow gang or you're going to be on some street shit. You got to pick a side, nigga. Ain't no playing both. And I'm pretty sure it's people that from the rainbow gang will tell them that. Anyway, this is the new normal. So that's what I'm trying to tell people. While everybody been asleep and co-signing shit, this is the future of America. Or should I say the future of Black America, the ones that's left. You take it or leave it. You take it or leave it. So this is what I'm trying to tell people, man. The war's on and the war's lit, and it's still going down. It ain't over yet. It's just getting started because this year you're going to see a lot of annihilation. I done spoke about all this shit. What I say, y'all don't always talk about how the fall is coming in a lot of situations because I've been seeing a lot of pride. I've been seeing a lot of people sticking their chests out, a lot of people just doing the most, people all over the place. We done broke down followers, trending. I done broke down all this shit that everybody has been tricked and led to a goddamn ditch. It's called extermination. All right? Now, anyway, now let's move on Because I'm going to show my people, and I'm pretty sure today I'm going to have a lot of brothers from the street tapping in because they're going to see that cover. So I'm going to show y'all what's really going on out here. Okay, a percentage of black boys, black men will be turned fruity. The rest of them will be locked up if they don't die. Let me show you the lockup. Dead birds made into drones could be used to spy on animals and humans. These are things we spoke about before. I also showed on the screen how they got insects with cameras. Look like dragonflies. Because I broke down, the war is on right here. And the war is on a specific group of people. The war is on a specific community. When I broke down how Joe Biden went to every city, one city exactly he went to, New York City, he gave them $30 million to fight crime. That's basically saying $30 million to lock their ass up. Whatever you need, we giving you the resources so you can invest in y'all technology, y'all cops, y'all weaponry. I've told y'all this shit play by play. Now this shit hit the fan. Because now everything you thought was a lie might have been the truth, and everything you thought was the truth was a lie. You in a whole new world now. That's what I've been telling y'all. Dead birds turn into drones. What does that mean, family? That means you don't know who's spying on you nowadays. But I told you, all of this shit is for the criminal element. The criminal element is labeled as the new terrorist. I wasn't saying the streets dead out of hate. Oh, because I made it out the street. Now I'm dead. No, I'm trying to save as many brothers as I could. That's why I've been trying to tell brothers this shit. And I seen a lot of brothers taking L's after I was still saying all this shit. But see, one thing about niggas, they don't believe shit till it happened to them. And by that time, guess what? It's already too late. Ain't that our fucking story? Yeah. But look, now you're going to see everything that you thought was in movies and shit was real. So you see it now. I done showed you yesterday, we looked at how they got the goggles to look through shit. We done broke down the robot dogs. If anybody want to know, all you got to do is check the episode I did on artificial intelligence, New World Order. And it's a whole lot. I've been breaking this shit down, man. RoboCop and all that shit. RoboCop is real. You get what I'm saying? So look, like we said, they're going to have the dogs on the ground, robotic dogs, heat-seeking missiles, X-ray vision, 35 miles per hour running. They got the dogs on the ground. They got the drones in the sky. Where you going? Then they got the shit that see through every fucking thing. They know if you got drugs on you, know if you got a cell phone or a gun. This is the real world. It's the new world. The new world of technology, digital currency, in a upper echelon life. Ain't no in between, ain't no other shit gonna cut it. Either you gonna fly straight or they gonna put you somewhere. That's just how they got the shit set up, y'all. All right. So look, never underestimate what's going on out here. Now, I'm gonna show you this, and then we're gonna go into the next thing, which relate with this. Boom. How the NYPD tracked a Cho member who shot a 3-year-old kid. Y'all know about the Wu and the Chos, whatever, that little beef, gang bang beef, whatever, New York City. People that know what I'm talking about know what I'm talking about, but this ain't about that. This is about how they're using technology to snatch niggas' ass up for shit they did a long time ago. And I already broke all this shit down because they tricked. Let me tell y'all something. The past couple years, all that shit was a planned agenda. Look, man. Facebook is the government. Facebook brought Instagram. Instagram is the government. Did I not tell y'all this shit? So a lot of people ran from Facebook to Instagram, but little did you know, you was participating in body scanning, facial rec. You put yourself in that system years ago. Years ago. So my point is, they already know everybody is. And if they don't know, they want to find out, they'll find out. It's all about how bad they want you. But everybody is in the B system already. Because if you took a selfie, you took any kind of picture, your ass is, they already got you. Now let's look at this. They caught this individual, but let's look at how they caught him. Look at the recognition on his shoes. See? Now look. They put the recognition on his shoes. Mind you, he's masked up and everything. They still caught his ass. Look. Because his dumb ass, you see that he had, I think it's a particular keychain, something of that nature, a belt, something, belt, something. They tracked him by this dumb shit. He had it on camera, had it on his social media page. Dumb nigga. See that? But it was the tracking that caught it. It was the tracking, because guess what? Guess how the shit worked. I already told y'all this. They can scan you in public. Once they scan you in public, all your social media pages come up. Now, mind you, I skipped the picture where they was able to scan his eyes alone, and that shit got his ass caught. Because the whole facial rec shit, that was the whole purpose of the mask, y'all. I broke it down. When we got put on lockdown, that whole time was for them to implement the new technology. They put up millions of 5G towers in America. They put up millions of cameras. Y'all know that. They got the cameras in the school zone for when you speeding. They put their technology up while we was in the house. And then they was doing test runs with everybody, had their mask on. They let everybody participate in criminal elements because they knew everybody participating in certain elements, they was going to catch them on the back end, because this was how they were mastering and perfecting the technology. Well, now the technology has been mastered and they have unleashed. So I'm showing you how they caught a nigga that was masked up who thought he was going to get away. But due to his eyes getting scanned, his social media pages came up. When his social media pages came up, they were able to piece together some of the items he had on. Because you know, niggas were trained to take a picture of every outfit you have on. See, I know how to play the social media game. I'm going to stay stuck in my ways. I'm still not going to put all my shit on blast. Never have, never will. I'm not going to put every time I get an outfit, I'm taking a picture with the shit. I'm not going always, But my point is, his eyes made his social media pages pull up. Then they went to his pages and started piecing shit together. They also had pieced together his sneakers and different outfits he had on. You feel me? That's how they got his dumb ass. See that? And he shot a 3-year-old. And they also said, once they found his social media page, what up, Mr. X? When they found his social media page, they went and got a search warrant for his Instagram and went in his DMs and had him talking about the shooting and how he fucked up and shot a 3-year-old. They had all their messages. I told these niggas, but guess what? All of that shit was part of the plan. When they look over 5 years ago, all it was the plan. And you got to remember one thing. It was the rappers, the rap game, which was used to trigger all of the street niggas to follow. Because it was a time where streets didn't follow rappers. But everything the rappers was doing, they got the niggas on the street to do. My point is, all of the rappers, they legit. They can show money stacks. They can show all the shit they doing. They get checks. They got black cards. But see, it started with the promotion of the money phone and putting out stacks on social media. Then you had every nigga in the hood in America showing their money. Every nigga that was a hustler had some type of income that was dirty. They got tricked into promoting their fucking business on the internet. That's why all of them niggas are in jail and indicted. I told y'all this shit. It was a process. Get them to indulge in social media at a high level. Get them to show and brag about everything they do. Get them to take pictures with their gang, where they be at, how they rock. Pay attention to their internet beefs. These are all the things they did. And it's the recipe that works. Meaning, you see all these niggas going to jail. Now you see the big mass. Look, the roundup, what I told you. I said they putting niggas back on the slave ship. That's why they told you it is more black people in jail than actually came here as slaves. You still don't get it through your head, do you? Anyway, let's move on. Something else trending in America. I spoke about this before. I got word on this the other day. This shit is happening all over America everywhere. Man cash app himself $1,000 instead of put his number in the girl's phone. You know how a nigga say, put my number in your phone. And let me put my number in your phone. Or somebody roll up on you and say, excuse me, ma'am, I lost my phone. Can I use your phone to call my wife or call my kids? But guess what? Motherfuckers go on your phone real quick and hit that cash app and send themselves some money from your shit. That's how this shit work. This shit been going on for a minute. And it's happening everywhere. But this happened in Florida. If I'm not mistaken, it happened in Miami. So like I said, people out here fucking dumb. Why? Why the fuck would you let somebody use your phone knowing you got your bank card on it, dummy? Knowing you got your cash app. And see, that's what I'm trying to tell you with that gullible dumb shit. But then again, some of these chicks are stupid because you ready to holler at any nigga that holler, you ready to get with any nigga that holler at you, and you being reckless and messy. But it ain't just about the chicks. It's about everybody getting jacked because we in the last day. We in a day of double crossing. We in the days of all that fuckery because people gonna do what they gotta do. Desperate time for desperate measures or desperate measures for desperate time. Either way, we in them days right now. So I'm gonna show you how this criminal shit is out of control, meaning niggas on their last leg. All right. So that is the new thing going on. People going to people's phone, Cash App and shit. Also, don't get it fucked up. It's nothing for somebody to run up on your ass and say, look, run me that Cash App. Send me 500 right now. That's the new robbery. But anyway, let's go on to this. What I tell y'all, I said they want your kids. They want your kids, especially black people. They want your kids. If you not going to keep them tucked away, if you going to be out here messy and reckless, they're going to take your kids. And when they take them, you ain't never going to see them again. Black family was reported stopped for tinted windows in a traffic stop, and then CPS took their kids. I'm not the one to say I told you. I told you, man. When it's a warfare, you got to take the kids. You take the kids, you slay the, you whatever kids don't get slayed, you take the rest of them, you lock up all the daddies, you get them out the way, you destroy all the households, you make the woman insane, and then you destroy the whole family. And when you destroy the family, you can take the kids. And then when you take the kids, you can program them kids to be what you want them to be. Told y'all, man, this shit ain't a game, but people gonna wake up from this shit. So now, let me get into the other part of this thing. Who up in this thing? I gotta pay attention to the chat because the chat cooking today. Real God, what's good? Gotti, what's good? Dramatic, what's good? Look, Melanice, what's up? Look, I'm trying to tell y'all, look, man, they are trying to look, they trying to destroy the people, man. But I say them terms like they trying to destroy people, but I'm trying to tell you it's all set up for you to destroy yourself. That's why I can't keep blaming these people. That's a front. That's some bullshit. They want you to hang yourself, set yourself up for failure, make bad decisions, make poor decisions, and they just gonna wait. The same way that vulture wait for you to die, the same way that lion be in the bushes waiting for you to let, that's how they wait. They patient. They understand we got to get them out of here. Because how the hell we gonna bring in all these immigrants and set them up if we got all these other people in the way? And we know the main people gonna have something to say. We got to get them out of here. Remember when they told us years ago, they said the new population would be so-called brown people, right? Would be the majority. But we didn't know they were going to be bringing in brown people by the millions every day, did we? I'm going to prove some shit to y'all today on this replacement shit. And I'm trying to tell y'all we at the end. I already been, look, I said, bro, we at the end. We at the end of the blunt. We in the last day. You got to make the right moves now because they hitting the fast forward button. I also said 2023, you're going to see a lot of shit this year. You're going to see people fall and you're going to see people come up. And the ones that come up, those are the ones that been staying down the whole time. They're going to come up. And the ones that been at the top and they ain't been doing right, they're going to fall. I told, man, this shit been written already. This ain't my word. This is what it is. Let's go for me, everybody. Because it's a higher power and force running this shit. And we at war with powers. We at war with powers that you cannot see. Anyway, let me get into the real sauce, right? The question is, where's Hassan Cambell at? That's what a lot of people saying. A lot of speculation. Some people feel like he shut his own channel down. Maybe he did. I'm not really here to talk about Hassan Cambell. There's enough people doing that already. But there's certain things I'm going to touch on and we're going to take a look at to see what the fuck going on. Now check this shit out. Some people say he put his channel on incognito mode. I will say this. I don't think so because that would be him messing up his money. Every day he's not on the internet, he makes money. Like I told people before, every time people keep his name trending, in reality, he don't even got to make no more videos. All his videos are already in rotation. He can get paid by just never going live ever again in his life and get paid because all his videos on the algorithm set up. And everybody keeps his name popping, so his videos always going to pop up. He always going to get paid. He don't got to make another live again. His videos alone always are going to make money. You got to understand that. So him shutting his page down could be. Now it could go two ways. He could have shut it down and get low, or somebody could have told him to shut it down. Somebody could have paid him to shut it down. I don't know, but it's not about that, because I'm going somewhere with this shit. Follow me. Now look, I peeped something yesterday that really, because I've been seeing this whole situation with Hassan Cambell page and all that. But I know about internet games and shit, so I don't just, you feel me? A lot of time I don't jump on shit unless I do my research with certain things. But this is what I'm peeping, y'all. And it's something that triggered me yesterday. Guess who it was? It was Fat Joe. Fat Joe did a video speaking on the Hip Hop Museum. I broke it down this channel about the Hip Hop Museum in New York. When I told y'all hip hop is dead and they giving it a funeral. When they had that TV show, when they had all them old rappers on the stage at the Grammys, whatever that shit was, I said, yo, that was the funeral. That represented the end of the shit. But see, a lot of y'all don't understand about the powers that be, sign symbols, and you don't understand a lot of these people on the oath. So my point is this. The mayor and a lot of people are tied in with this hip hop museum. Then I'm going to show you the proof on what I've been talking about 1,000 times about Demolition Man. How in the movie Demolition Man, they showed you how Wesley Snipes was supposed to be the last black man on the planet. Everybody else was gone. And when he got out of jail, unfroze himself, it was nothing but foreigners around. Sound like right now, don't it? But if all the black people are gone, what is the best way to remember them? A fucking museum. So Wesley Snipes went into the museum and he was looking at all the artifacts that black people used to indulge in because they were gone. So I understood the hip hop museum representing hip hop will be gone. I'm going to say it again. A museum is for what? Dead cultures, dead old ways of living. A museum represents something that once was. That's why when we was young, we all got taken to museums to learn our what? History. So they were telling you hip hop is history. It had a 50-year run, it's over. Meaning, the only real hip-hop done, in my opinion, will be done by people on an underground level. The people that make good music will always make good hip-hop. Far as the industry backing hip-hop music, that is over. But anyway, this is the sauce right here, y'all. Pay attention. The hip-hop museum is the reason why a lot of this shit going on. And in my opinion, they got something to do with Hassan Cambell channel being taken down. Because let's not forget, Fat Joe used to be down with the Zulu Nation. He said it in his video. But see, Fat Joe, you was tap dancing. You try to make it like you ain't know shit about what was going on with nothing. Nigga, you try to act like you ain't never heard them Africa Bambaataa allegations when you was coming up in the Bronx. Out of everybody that was around, even though they never said they never saw Bambaataa with their eyes, they never see him indulge in that behavior, but everybody from back in the day at least said they heard the rumors. Fat Joe, you try to say you never heard the rumors, and you try to make it like you wasn't with him. Then I saw another YouTuber said, basically try to make it like, he said, Fat Joe basically comes at Bambaataa. And he did not come at Bambaataa. He was tap dancing. And you know what Fat Joe's excuse was? Well, I didn't see it with my own eyes. I didn't see Bam do nothing like that. But if he did, he should die. I get you said that part, but you know you tap dancing, Fat Joe. And I'm going to show y'all why Fat Joe tap dancing. I told you all these dudes are frauds. See, I was a kid that loved all that shit. I used to love Fat Joe. I love rap music, period. I loved all that shit. But I fucking grew up. I'm a man. So I see through all that shit. That what? These are the same motherfuckers that helped destroy our life when we was young. And now that they older, they still playing mind games with the people. That's why I don't fuck with them. And when you look at it, they have not done shit. And Fat Joe, use another leech. Yes, I heard about how you been getting bashed on Twitter because you another one ain't got too many hit records on your own. I done said this a lot of times. You, French, it's a lot of y'all. Y'all have benefited off of black culture. And I understand you Puerto Rican, you black too. Yeah, I understand the game. When you from New York and you from the hood, we all niggas. Yeah, we all niggas. So I ain't tripping up you saying nigga, but I'm being real. You know why? Because it's one thing. When y'all want to be on y'all type of stuff, everybody else get wiped out. Meaning, Fat Joe, you've been playing both sides your whole life. You've been playing the Spanish side, you play the black side. You play the black side, you play the Spanish side. Whatever side popping, Fat Joe, that's where you at. Because you're going to get your money. But this ain't about that, y'all. This is about this fucking hip-hop museum. Now, I'm going to see how many people been asleep, how many people been woke. How many of y'all knew about this hip-hop museum shit? You heard about it, but what you really know about it? I'm going to show you how y'all have no clue. I didn't have a clue. Salute Boulevard. I didn't have a clue. So don't get it fucked up. I'm learning as I go on too. But peep this shit, family. Peep this shit. Do you see this establishment? This ain't just no shit no rappers putting together. This represents an extinction of something that once was that is not no more. The same way they're remixing the whole New York City right now, New York is not the same, and it's definitely not going to be the same. Why? For one, they getting everybody out the city. For two, locking everybody up. But the number one thing they doing is boosting up the rent, boosting up everything at a stupidity level to keep the people in the city broke. Meanwhile, they moving in immigrants, setting them up for success. I showed you everything on this channel, play by play. I showed you the so-called mayor, the black mayor, the nigga they call a hip-hop mayor is the same one helping the immigrants come in. I also broke down how all this 50 years of rap shit is a distraction to pacify the old heads so the old heads won't be protesting against the immigrants coming in and taking every fucking thing. So I told you, you've been blinded by that rap. Therefore, the elders don't know what the fuck going on because they worried about rap. And they 50 years old. Things of that nature supposed to be on some real shit, paying attention to what's really going on. They worried about a fucking rap museum. Now I'm going to show y'all the trick. I'm going to show you the plot. Do you know how much money was put into this rap museum? Do you understand? Do you understand? Let me break this down again for my people. Do you think a rap? Because I heard you, Fat Joe, talking about no matter where you from the Bronx, you from Chicago, the hip-hop museum is for us. Is it really, Fat Joe? Or is it for the tourism in New York, nigga? Is it for the immigrants? Is it for people to come to New York, to go to this museum, to see what once was but ain't no more? And y'all the ones are the gatekeepers trying to dictate these stories and narratives. My point is this. I don't got to go to no museum and see no goddamn LL Cool J Kango. I don't got to go to see no Adidas. Nigga, I saw Run DMC in real life. But that ain't the point. The point is this is for tourism. Now you get the game, family. Let me break it down to you. Now you see why New York City, they gave all these rap streets. Wu-Tang got a street. Biggie got a street. Every city, Big L. Do you know why? Hip-hop is one of the biggest money makers in the world. And they understand, now New York understands it is now time for us to capitalize off this hip-hop shit. Okay, if hip-hop started in New York and the Bronx, well, now New York City said we want dibs on that. We're going to get paid. It's called tourism because people from all over the world are going to go to this museum. I'm going somewhere with this shit. Y'all pay attention. Don't forget, the above topic is where's Hassan Cambell. I should have said where's his channel. But maybe Hassan Cambell got a voice, and his voice was going to fuck up this money shit. Or who's to say? I don't know what's what. He could have got a bag and said, and they could have told him to get low for a minute. I don't know. But the point is, pay attention to this hip-hop museum because I'm going somewhere with this shit. Now, look. Fat Joe addresses Hassan Cambell pedo allegations on Africa Bambaataa. No, he didn't. He was tap dancing. His main agenda was to talk about the hip-hop museum backlash. And he was talking about how it's people hating on the hip-hop museum, don't want it to take place. And people feel a certain way about Bambaataa, and he wasn't the only one that started hip-hop, but he still should not be written off for the work he did. That's what Fat Joe was saying. So for that YouTuber that made it like Fat Joe came at Africa Bambaataa, my nigga, you's a liar because he didn't. And that let me know you niggas still love this hip-hop shit. You still believe in cartoon characters. You just replaced Bugs Bunny with Fat Joe. That's it. You replaced Santa Claus, nigga, with Jay-Z. You still grown niggas believing in fantasy world. But guess what? You see them smart millennials on the come up, them smart young people, they ain't going for that shit. So I told you, look, this is bigger than rap. Now check it out. Certain things were brought to my attention. I heard Hassan Cambell and Layla Wills were planning a protest. I have nothing against Layla Wills. She is the one that was supposed to be spearheading bringing down Afrika Bambaataa. And now in the beginning, let me make this clear. I'm like everybody else. In the beginning, I was supporting Hassan Cambell too. I was supporting him too. He's from New York. He's fighting the right cause. I was supporting him too. But then I noticed down the line, a lot of bullshit started happening. A lot of games started being played. And that's when I tapped out. But this is not the diss Layla Wills. Yes, she got a YouTube channel. Y'all can all go subscribe. Fuck YouTube. All right? My point is this. I heard they were supposed to be protesting the Hip Hop Museum. So maybe when Hassan Cambell put this on the internet and decided to go with this program, maybe that could be something behind it. I don't know. It's all alleged. I do not know no facts. I'm not here for that. I'm just here to talk about what the fuck I see. And there's something going on with that Hip Hop Museum. And I'm going to show you. Now, look, this is the woman that was supposed to be helping Hassan in the beginning. But then somewhere down the line, they fell out. And then after they fell out, I heard recently they got back together and was going to be doing a protest at the Hip Hop Museum. And then we see Hassan Cambell beefing with Beef Stinger, Ron Savage. We seen Layla Wills beefing with Ron Savage. Now, mind you, she was interviewing these people, helping them, but then she fell out with them and cat beef with them. And I don't know. This shit is fucking messy. But anyway, I heard this is one of the last things Hassan Cambell said, that they were going to be doing this protest shit. But anyway, let's take a look at who was putting this protest together. Because remember, protest the Hip Hop Museum. And I'm going somewhere with this shit. Y'all just stick around and check it out. Zulu Nation stands with survivors. Protest March 27th at 9 a.m. New York City Hall, 260 Broadway. So as you see, they put it on the internet. They're putting it on YouTube. They're promoting the protest. But I thought, I ain't the smartest man in the world. But for one, I thought the revolution would not be televised. And then again, I think Layla Wills claimed that she is from the descendants of the Black Panthers. I know she got that Black Panther spirit. But my point is this. I thought the revolution, I could have sworn back in the days when they gave protests, they just gave a protest. The people didn't know when they was going to show up the protest. Remember, the protesters just come out of nowhere because it was strategic. But for some reason, this protest was commercialized. It was put on the internet and promoted before its time. Now, March 27th is Monday. This so-called went up, and ever since this went up, Hassan Cambell channel is gone, allegedly. He's laying low, whatever. My point is this. That did not happen till after this. Now, I don't know who Miss Layla Wills is. I don't have no disrespect for her, but I know something funny going on. Now, let's take some more looks. I'm going to show you what this shit about. In my opinion, follow the fucking money. New York State contributes $3.7 million to Universal Hip Hop Museum in the Bronx. New York State. What does that mean? The government. The state of New York. The state of New York is not investing no money into no hip hop shit unless there's something going on. For one, it's going to bring in tourism to New York City. Now you see why Fat Joe got to get on there and tap dance? Because he down with the state. He with them people. Fat Joe, you can talk that hood shit, street shit all you want to, but you with them people, nigga. I know the shit. Anyway, it's all alleged. But I'm going to show you how New York is going to be the home of the great tourism again. And they're going to get back to making billions of dollars a year. And one of the cornerstones of New York rebuilding, making that money, is going to be the Hip Hop Museum. Because every hip hop around the world, you got to understand, dummies, Afro beats run America, run the world now. Afro beats. So if you're from Africa and you in the Afro beats, and you got to still come and pull up and come to the Bronx. Anybody that make music overseas, anywhere in the world, anywhere in the country, you have to now come and check in at the Hip Hop Museum. And that's how they're going to get paid. But I ain't finished yet. Now I'm showing you how New York State is really behind this museum. It's politicians behind this shit, y'all. It's rich people behind this shit, y'all. This ain't just no hip hop shit. So this alone is enough to get niggas taken out, because all that protesting shit, you fucking up money. You're fucking up millions of dollars. Now, I'm not finished yet. I told you I'm just cooking. Pay attention, family. Look, the state of New York announced Thursday that it will contribute $3.7 million to the Universal Hip Hop Museum. This the kicker, y'all. Pay attention. An $80 million institution. This program is $80 million, which means that this whole shit is bigger than Hassan Cambell. It's bigger than Bambaataa. It's some other shit going on. And if they feel like Hassan Cambell gonna speak and run his mouth, they got to get him out of here. Either that or they could have paid him to shut up. One of the two. One of the two. But it ain't no coincidence. After promoting a protest, his channel gone. But mind you, y'all, this is an $80 million plan. And meanwhile, y'all, what they've been doing? Have they not been giving? Was it not said a couple months ago that the mayor was paying $1 million a day to take care of immigrants, $500 a day hotels? You see all the money going everywhere else. $80 million to a dumb museum, millions of dollars to immigrants. Where is the money going to the black people of New York that been in their whole fucking life, blood, sweat, and tears, putting in work? What's going on with them? And then they had the nerve, they had a preacher robbing the people. Do you see what's going on? They care about an $80 million museum more than the people. The people are on their own. They don't give a fuck because they're trying to push the people out. Do you get it? This museum is bigger than what niggas think it is. That shit bigger than Hassan Cambell. But guess what? If Hassan Cambell got to smoke with Bambaataa, they going to get Hassan ass up out of there. If Hassan is a threat to $80 million, his ass is gone. Now you see why his channel gone? And also, if it's gone, also understand this. For my people that been in the military, my people that know about warfare. One of the first forms of warfare is destroying your communication. That is the first thing. You see, when they bomb a country, when they bomb some shit, the first thing they do is take all their power out. Because once we take out your voice, you cannot communicate. Nobody knows what's going on. This is also a way they could put a hit on Hassan Cambell, and he ain't going to be able to tell nobody what's going on. I don't even know if his Instagram page is still around. Somebody go check that. My point is this. Do you see if they want to take him out, this is the strategic way to take his ass out. Shut down his channel, bag on his head. Do you get it? $80 million. Now let's take a look. Governor Andrew Cuomo officially signed off on the $3.7 million grant as part of a larger package of economic and community development funding statewide. CNN. This is about money. It was on CNN. My point is this. Let's break it down, family. Let's talk that money talk. Now look, $80 million. This shit is going to boost up tourism, right? Who's going to get paid, y'all? Hotels, transportation. You know they're going to put a lot of Starbucks and food all around it. Restaurants going to get paid. Who you think going to have all those jobs? The immigrants. That's who. Another thing. The taxes. They're going to get paid off the taxes. Another thing. A lot of people got investments. They want turnovers. They want flips. $80 million. They had to get money from a lot of people. So what can we say, y'all? It is a lot of money invested in this. Who you think probably invested a lot of this? A lot of rappers. Them old heads. What's up, Rondell? No post on Instagram in 5 days from him. Mad weird. See? Hassan Cambell could be missing. He could be somewhere in the ditch. We don't know. But my point is this. For $80 million, anybody trying to fuck up $80 million, do you see how easy it is to just put a quick 50,000, 100,000 on you? It don't matter. So my point is this. It's my opinion. It's not fact. Either Hassan Cambell laying low or they on his ass. But I'm not finished yet. So like I said, all this weird shit ain't happening until he said he gonna do a protest. And he got back cool with her. And she's the one strategizing the protest. But I'm going to show you something. Like I said, right? Peep game, family. They already had this shit planned out 4-5 years ago. Look at the date. February 2019. Universal Hip Hop Museum will open in the Bronx in 2023. The opening will align with the 50th anniversary of hip hop. Do y'all see this shit? I told you I don't play with this shit. Do you see what, my nigga, do y'all see what they did? They predicted or planned years ago that the building of the Hip Hop Museum will coincide with the 50th anniversary of hip hop. And all that just took place right now. I told you these people be 5 to 10 years ahead. That's why I'm trying to show my people, when you dealing with an enemy, you got to be on point, because they move strategic. Either way, this shit was a plan. If it was a plan, what does that mean? Nobody gonna stop the shit, because it's a group of individuals. What did I say? You got powerful people that sit in places, unseen hands. You don't know who they are, but they running shit. They are the ones who invested in this, because everybody knows hip hop is dead. So now that hip hop is dead, we must capitalize off it like dead Biggie Smalls and Tupac and everybody else. We will capitalize off this dead genre. And we will make money off tourism. This is going to make billions of dollars for New York City alone. Where that money going? Now you see why them threaten to protest and coming at Bambaataa right now could start a lot of shit. But I ain't finished yet. Wait for it, y'all. I'm not finished yet. I'm just getting in the middle of the heat, of the smoke. Who up in here, man? I'm feeling the energy today. What's going on, people? What's up? Big Phil. What up, Big Phil? Miss Jackie. Be free. That's right. The enemy sit in high places. That's why you be swinging in the air. You can't even hit them. Okay. Dark Migo, what's good? All right, y'all. Now let's get back to it. You got to get back to this shit. Now, keep in mind, y'all, don't forget, $80 million. $80 million, Bambaataa is tied in with this shit, because he will be acknowledged through this establishment as one of the founding fathers of hip-hop who started in the Bronx. He will be a part of this. The same way Bambaataa still been getting paid. I broke it down before how one of the City Girls songs that was a hit recently, they sampled Bambaataa recently, like last year. He's still getting paid. But my point is this: Fat Joe tried to act like he ain't know nothing about Bambaataa and Hassan. He ain't know shit. Because Fat Joe, you are the mouthpiece for the museum. You are the mouthpiece that they chose because they feel like you got the street cred, you know how to appeal to the masses, and they let you be the mouthpiece. So you can play dumb all you want, Fat Joe. You in on a sell of New York out, and you're going to get your piece of the pie too. But anyway, stay focused. Because like I said, this is the marker right here. Don't forget, Zulu Union stands with survivors. Protest March 27th at 9 o'clock. Now look, how you doing, Miss Layla Wills? I ain't got no smoke with you, but I got to speak what I speak. So anyway, let's continue on. Now look, we got a letter from the museum. Protest still on. As you see, she is gassing it up. But not only that, you see that picture? That's the same picture I showed you on the channel of the hip-hop meeting with the mayor. When all those old hip-hop, all of those old washed-up hip-hop heads that's in their 50s went to meet with the mayor for the museum. But the point is, y'all worried about a rap museum, but you should be worried about the immigrants taking over the city, kicking New Yorkers to the curb. And the New Yorkers that been in their whole life, most of them won't go to the museum. That museum is for foreigners and tourists that don't know the real history of hip-hop. But my point is this. Do you see her still gaslighting? We got a letter from the museum. Really? Did you really get a letter from the museum? You know you fucked up, right, Layla? You fucked up. I'm going to be real. You fucked up. I'm going to show y'all why she fucked up. And the internet is a beast. That's why I know who's who on this shit. I'm going to show y'all where she fucked up at. Okay, you set the date for the protests. You giving updates on the protests. But, Layla Wills, you love hip-hop, don't you? I seen you with Chuck D. I used to love Chuck D. Yes, the rhythm, the rebel, without a pause. I'm lover. Fuck all that shit, Chuck. You know why? Because you on that bullshit. And I'm going to show y'all. Look, for anybody want to know about that fake ass revolutionary shit, fake ass staged events. You go check when I did a special on Black Lives Matter, balling on a budget, and I broke down the whole black fist. And anybody listening to this channel, I told you, when you see that black fist, be on point. You better run, pay attention. Anyway, Miss Layla Wills, you love hip hop, don't you? I know you love hip hop. So why do you want to stage a protest? What this got to do with you? Why are you trying to get Hassan Cambell to go against an establishment worth $80 million? Anyway, do you know something we don't know? In my opinion, that's a government flag. But that's not my point. That's nothing to do. I love this country. But Miss Layla, don't you love rap? I see you with Chuck D, and I saw them pictures you had with Obama too. I saw them shits a while ago. You was proud of that picture you had with Obama. Yes, you was. But anyway, I know you're from Chicago, just like Obama. Yeah, I know who you with. It's all good. This ain't no beef. This ain't no smoke. But you got to be on point on this internet. Now check it out. You see her with Chuck D? Somebody give me a fucking drum roll. Bingo. Chuck D named celebrity board chairman of the Universal Hip Hop Museum. I done cracked they fucking weak ass code. Look, Chuck D is the chairman of the museum. Chuck D is the one in charge. He knows about Bambaataa. And when they asked all these rappers, they all downplayed that shit. He is the chairman. So how the fuck are you going to protest the museum when you down with the fucking chairman who you playing with? Now y'all see why Hassan Cambell channel might be gone? Now you understand why he might be up out of here? We don't know if a bag got put on that boy's head. We don't know where he at. But we know one thing, they might have killed his channel because he should have never got with Layla Wills. And man, remember, you already pissed her off. So she probably didn't forget. And my point is this: I don't know what the fuck going on, but I know one thing. This is one of the last videos Hassan made, I think. And I know one thing. she's the one that staged the protest. But one thing she ain't tell you. She said she got a letter from the museum, but she ain't tell you she cool with the chairman of the goddamn museum. Stop fucking playing. I'm done with this shit. Told y'all, man. Did I not tell you about deception and serpents and snakes, crafty individuals? Did I not tell you this? I didn't make it to get here for no reason. I've been ducking snakes my whole life. I've been raised amongst serpents my whole fucking life. I do this shit. That's why I'm still here. How? Look, Miss Layla Wills, I have no beef with you, no disrespect. This matter of fact, this shit ain't my business. It's entertainment. I just want to know, how are you staging a protest at the museum when you cool with the chairman of the fucking museum? So everybody's getting paid. Or was it your job to get Hassan Cambell out the way because they knew Hassan Cambell was about to go in on the museum? Who knows? Or like I said, maybe everybody could have offered Hassan a nice bag to shut the fuck up and take it down. Who knows? Either way, I'm just showing y'all internet games. That's all I'm showing y'all. All right, Chuck D named celebrity broad chairman of Universal Hip Hop Museum, an $80 million establishment because the old heads gotta eat. They don't make music no more. They gotta eat. So I'm pretty sure a lot of them got money invested. They want to get a check. They're going to probably get a job working there. Shit like that. Being a tour guide. All of this is for foreigners. This has nothing to do with the people in New York City. Do not let them fool y'all. Everybody in New York City already knows the real hip hop culture. Everybody in New York City already know where to go for all the original landmarks of hip hop. This was for tourism. And I knew something was funny when the goddamn state was giving all these rappers signs. It's for tourism. This rap museum, this rap shit is probably going to make the most tourist money New York City has ever made in history. That's my prediction. You know why? They don't put $80 million into some shit just to do it. See that? Who do you see sitting there? Do you see foreigners? Do you see how it's foreigners? I want y'all to pay attention because I'm going somewhere with this. Once again, I'm going to show you how they took the movie Demolition Man and made it real life. Or maybe when they made the movie Demolition Man, they had the plan to destroy everybody back then. Demolition Man means destroyed man. Basically, or the man that does a lot of destroying. So the modern day black man will be considered the demolition man because they basically saying the black man has an appetite for destruction. All he does is destroy shit. His own people, his neighborhood, and even himself. But do you see how the museum is set up and who it's set up for? This has nothing to do with the people of New York. This has nothing to do with true hip hoppers. This has to do with cashing out. Is hip hop not the biggest thing in Japan, China, Africa, London, UK, Brazil? Do you get it? It's not about, they also understand they don't got to make money off New York taxpaying citizens no more. We gotta make money off the tourists. So get them New Yorkers out of here. You know them New Yorkers that have been here from day one? They peoples came up here from the South and they bought brownstones and raised their families. Let's get them out of here. You know the ones in Brownsville, East New York, and Harlem. Just get them out of here. Bronx, get them out of here. That's what they're doing. Anyway, now I'm going to show y'all some shit. For educational purposes only at all times. I don't got no smoke with Layla Wills. But Layla Wills, please explain how you going to protest the same people you down with. Please explain that to me. Black power. See? Told y'all when you see that fist, and if you want to know more, you go check the episode I did on fake revolutions. And that shit been going on for 50 years. I told y'all the Black Panthers, a lot of that shit was fake. The real Black Panthers went to jail. The fake Black Panthers stayed home. And the fake Black Panthers was setting the stage and working for the government. That's why all the real Black Panthers went to jail or got killed. See? It was a plan. And they do the same thing to this day. But guess what, y'all? Let me show you what else part of the agenda. Look, a hip-hop museum in D.C. Do you see? They understand. Hip-hop is dead. Let's go ahead and make these museums and cash out. Because the new form of music is Afro beats and world music. I said all this shit already. But now, like I said, Hassan Cambell do an interview with her. I heard they was linking back up. Days later, I heard that boy channel gone. I heard she was the one staging the whole protest. I just showed you how she's down with the CEO of the museum. I also broke down and proved to y'all and showed y'all the numbers. Remember, I told you ain't none of this shit no secret. I ain't do nothing special. It was already stories on this shit 5 years ago. This is an $80 million plan. They have gotten money from the state. The government is behind it. City people, everybody. And Fat Joe is the mouthpiece. Because they understand if Bambaataa get too much smoke, it's going to fuck up the credibility of the museum. And it's going to fuck money up. So now that I showed you the museum, remember, museum represents a people that is no more. Remember that. Remember that. You went to the museum when you was a child, you seen everything that was here before you was born. Historical shit, right? Don't they got Egyptian museums? The Egyptians not here no more. Don't they got museums for Native Americans? They not, get it? Hip-hop museum, no more hip-hop. But anyway, I'm going somewhere with it. Now, this is the museum. Now, let's go to Demolition Man, the movie. Do you see him in the museum? I broke this down to y'all so many fucking times a year now. Do you see him? Do you see the museum for Demolition Man? Do you see the foreigners walking around? And I told you, Denzel represented the last black man on the planet. Is this not how niggas are dressing now? Do niggas not color their hair like that now? Do niggas not wear jumpers and tight shirts? What does that say on the wall? Hall of Violence. The Hall of Violence. And on the wall, I seen, nigga, me and my niggas been watching this movie 20 years ago. I told you I've been on this shit. In the wall, the Hall of Violence, they had gangbangers on the wall. Everybody that once was. All the gangbangers were dead, gone. Everybody was dead and gone. Hip-hoppers dead and gone. He represented the last black man left. And the only reason why he made it back, for those who saw the movie, is because they had a new way to lock niggas up and keep them preserved for hundreds of years. They was freezing them. The new form of lockup was freezing their ass. And he got out of, he freed himself, and he was running around the city, and everything was changed. This is when I first learned that they would give people tickets for cursing, shit like that. They do that right now in certain places. They had cameras, facial rec, all that shit. My point is this. He represented the last black man on the planet, and the only trace of black people left was in the museum. Told y'all do this shit. See? All this was written years ago. See him looking at the wall? He was looking at guns because guns were ancient. It wasn't no more gun. I think it was supposed to be in the year 20. It was definitely after 2030, some shit like that. You see him looking at the guns? He was looking at Uzi because guns were gone. The criminals were gone. He came back to a world that once was, that ain't no more. The same thing they're doing right now. When I told you all these cities ain't the same no more. You go back, it's different. And the more years we get in, it's going to be different because it is new people here. And I showed you the new people walking around. He was the last black man left. Everybody else was a foreigner. That's New York right now. That is the Hip Hop Museum. See? I don't make this shit up. Told y'all, man. See? It's called extermination, annihilation. I already told y'all that. So like I said, if you didn't see the movie, go watch the movie. And my point is this shit was written years ago because a movie has a script and the script has to be followed. So now you see right now, this now how black men look. I ain't saying everybody, but you know, this is normal now. So you see why I kept saying everything that used to be weird is now normal. This is the new normal because we in the new world. In the new world, it's supposed to exist without a particular people. In New York City, $100,000 salary feels like $36,000 due to taxes and the steep cost of living. You know what that's called? That's called annihilation. I told people the new racism has nothing to do with black and white. The new racism has to do with green. The people that don't like you understand they can take you out just by jacking up all the prices. Jack up every fucking thing, make them work like dogs and make them have nothing. Make them be proud of the little shit they have. As long as they're not landowners, spacious individuals, you know, as long as they're not in good environments with land and shit like that, keep them in boxes. Keep them broke. Let them work hard, tax the fuck out of them, and make sure they have nothing. Now you see why you can make six figures and it's like you're making 36,000. This is why it's time for my people to start waking up. Start waking up. And stop clinging on to this fabrication of fantasy world. Everybody thought it was about where they from in their hood, but guess what? They have taken all the hoods. Because we somehow thought that we run shit, but we don't. They stole our shit, y'all. And now they got a plan. So my point is this: how the hell does somebody make 100,000, but it's still like they're only making 36,000? When you look at that, that's insanity, y'all. But that is the game they playing, to wipe everybody out. And also, if you don't get wiped out, they know they're gonna run you out. But it ain't running, because if you do make 100,000 a year, do you understand how much money you could be doing, how much stuff you could be doing with that money somewhere else? Do you understand that, how much shit you could have? Do you? Well, anyway, that's economics. Let me show you some more economics. Foot Locker is closing 400 stores. I can't remember the last time I bought shit out of Foot Locker. But this represents the crash of the dollar. I showed you ESPN5. We already know all these big corporations are cutting down and cutting people off. 400 Foot Lockers closed. What does that mean? How many jobs is that? Well, they need at least 2 to 4 people to run a Foot Locker. That's how many people are going to be without a job. And we know a lot of black people working at Foot Locker. Also, why is Foot Locker closing? Because they understand the criminal element is gone. Let me break this down for y'all again. Malls became at the highest level in the 90s and early 2000s. You know why malls became the most popular thing in America? Mind you, malls been out since the 70s. But in the 90s, it was this thing called drug money that kept all the malls in America popping. That's why Foot Locker, they couldn't keep no sneakers. That's why, if you really pay attention, you will see every mall in America was catering to drug dealers. They know niggas needed their fresh sneakers. They had the little jewelry stand. You had to get you a chain. They started putting lids in the mall. They know you needed a fresh fitted to go with that fit. It was drug money that sustained America for the longest. I already broke all this shit down. So when I've been understood that they were shutting down crime, I also understood that went with the agenda of crashing the economy. Because a lot of cars, clothes, jewelry, restaurants, bars, so many different things were sustained from drug money. So when I knew they got the regular working people into the drug culture, meaning when working people started trying to buy $400 sneakers, when working people started trying to buy foreign cars, when working people started trying to go drinking every day, I knew the working people was going to fucking be broke eventually, because that's the life of drug dealers. You see, that's what people like me and myself and others did our whole fucking life since a teenager. Went shopping on weekdays, go buy what the fuck I want. I want a chain, I go get it. We want to go to the club, we go do that on a weekday. We did this shit our whole life. So that's why when I watched the whole world doing this shit, I already knew shit was over. Thanks for the donation, Shay. Thanks for supporting the channel like you always do. Walmart's closed in my hood 1 month from now. That's right. For every business closing, guess who losing jobs? They closed. I'm telling you, they are strategically collapsing the people and the country. Everything is going to be based on your credentials and what you got going on. That's what all this shit is about. I'm tired of saying the same shit. But when I see Foot Locker shutting down, I understand what that means. For one, it's a lot of people, niggas locked up, period. The niggas locked up was the main ones going to Foot Locker. Gotta get them new Jordans. Gotta get them new foams. Gotta get them new vapes. Gotta get them new Jordan OGs. But they understand, these businesses understand that drug money ain't coming through them doors that fast, because they shut down all the drug flow. When I broke down, the last drug is fentanyl. Yeah, it's drugs coming in. It's drugs coming in, but not like they used to. Before, cocaine was in America like apple pie. It was all over the place. Weed was all over the place. From Reggie, the mid, the loud, all over America. All that shit slowed up. That's why all the weed is being homegrown or grown in laboratories and ain't in dispensaries. All of that was to spite the drug game. When I broke down, they understood that in the communities, the past 20 years, but really before, I say, let me back that up. They understood since the 70s, black people have been sustaining themselves from tax-free money. So that's why you'll see little by little, they started attacking all the ways we make tax-free money. I don't care if it's selling fucking CDs. That's illegal now, federal. Selling clothes, designer shit, Louis. You know how we used to sell Gucci? Oh, that's a crime now. As well as the drugs and everything else. Every way we make tax-free money is now a crime. That's why I told you the war is on the Pacific people. So these corporations understand if the war is on tax-free money, it's not going to be a lot of tax-free money coming through these doors helping us with business. So a lot of businesses are shutting down and downsizing because they're not trying to pay people and the business is slow. And everybody shops online now. And how you shop online? You got to have a bank card. But soon, bank card will be standard. Credit card will be standard in your name. Or you ain't going to be able to buy shit anyway. But anyway, just a sign of the times, y'all. I'm about to get out of here. Make sure y'all catch the replay. Shout out to the people in the building. Let me do a recap before I get out of here because I know it's people that just pulled up. And thank y'all all for tapping in. Now check it out. Now look. You reap what you sow. TEKASHI 6ix9ine brutally attacked in Florida gym. Rushed to hospital. And like I said before, if you think Florida sweet, you's a damn fool. Especially this nigga. It's many people from New York and Florida, and it's many Bloods in Florida. Bloods run Florida more than Crip. Understand that. So his dumb ass going to Florida, he thought he was safe. But anyway, his punk ass was in the sauna at the gym, hanging at the gym. And I told you, he was, in my opinion, an experiment of mixing the rainbow community with the gang community. They mixed it all up, and you got a character called TEKASHI 6ix9ine. I broke down how TEKASHI 6ix9ine was a human troll. If you Google the troll doll that you played with as a kid right now, you will see TEKASHI 6ix9ine. And all he did was troll everybody. He trolled everybody and set everybody up. But now, nigga, the joke's on you. Because that shit you did, a lot of people ain't feeling that shit. And here you see him looking like a bitch, folded up like a pretzel. And they could have did whatever they wanted to him in his bathroom. He was at their mercy. See? He got dragged like a hoe that didn't pay her money. See? But I just want to tell people, like I already been telling y'all. Did I not tell you everybody get their fucking day? I don't give a fuck who you are. Everybody get their day. I don't care if you got 100 guns. I don't care if you got 1,000 niggas. I don't care if you got an empire. Empires fall. History in life. Everybody gets their day. Especially when you go too hard and you don't never know when to fall back. And you don't never know when to hit that chill button. You don't never know when to shut the fuck up and get out the way. Those are the people that always get their day. Always. You can bet your bottom dollar on it. So it was just a matter of time. And it's sad that this really should have been happening in New York. But I understand, too, in New York, he had a lot of police around him. So I ain't going to go hard on that. But all of that shit of him walking around New York was to promote snitching. All of that Alpo walking around New York was to promote snitching. And I heard somebody say Alpo was a gangster, and he was so gangster, he was walking around after he snitched and nobody did nothing to him. No, nigga. Let me correct your dumb ass. The only reason why nobody touched Alpo when he came home, because niggas already knew he was down with the federal government. Nobody's going to put hands on a federal agent, nigga. So that's why nobody, when niggas see Alpo come home, they got out the way. Niggas ran. That's like beating up the FBI themselves. Ain't nobody want no smoke with Alpo because he was the police, not because he was gangster. But anyway, same thing with 6ix9ine. He tried to promote you can snitch and still walk around. But now we see you always gonna get caught on the back end because I told you when you do foul shit, you gotta watch your life, you gotta watch your back for the rest of your life. And you see the bitch he is. Don't he look like a broad? And I heard a lot of you niggas co-signing him. Yeah, if niggas snitched on my girl, I would have did. Niggas trying to smash my girl, I would have did that too. I heard many New York niggas tap dance and co-signing this nigga. That's when I said I'm done with them niggas. You feel me? This what y'all was co-signing. But it took for niggas in Florida to beat the brakes off that boy. And niggas co-signed the boy. Because you co-sign anybody with $1. See? Anybody with $1 could pull a meat out and put it on your forehead, nigga. Because that's how you niggas get down. Period. You don't stand for shit. You forgot how y'all was raised. You forgot about the real town. You niggas out here been masquerading like something that you not. You tried to remix every fucking thing. You lied about the whole shit. Now the truth coming out. That what? Nigga, the fake always gonna get dealt with. That's the truth. And kids, don't follow this dope because he really could have got his head put on the wall. He could have got his brains blowed out. He could have got stabbed up 1,000 times in that bathroom. Don't get it fucked up. And after this ass whipping, guess what? He still got to watch his life. He got to watch his back for the rest of his life. If I see him, I might swing on him because I don't like him. All right? But anyway, just understand that. Nigga, payback is a motherfucker and payback is a must. So he's done. And I also showed y'all earlier, him, Young Thug, Lil Uzi Vert, all them little fruity color hair individuals. I told you what that cut off, man. I'm tired of y'all. I told y'all what that shit represent, but this is your results. This is your result. Welcome to the new world. Welcome to the new world. And a lot of you so-called big homies, OGs, y'all was co-signing this shit. But look what we got now. Do you see the nigga post like he got the gun? He's a shooter. Do you see him? Do you see how they have mixed gangbanging with rainbow activity? They took the rainbow gang and fused it with gangbanging. This is the new thug. I told you what thug mean now. I told you what the new young thug mean. Did I not break that down to my people the other day when I showed you the whole situation with young thug and what it represents now? It started with thug life. It ended with young thug. This is the young thug result. Do you see that? And you pull up on them the wrong way, they might shoot you. But this is where we at right now. And the rest of the young boys, y'all ain't got on skirts yet, but you will be after the pants. Yeah, the pants tight up your ass. You gonna be here next, because I'm pretty sure they was wearing tight pants too. They just took it to another level. This the new world. What side you on? All right. That's just the recap. Now, I told y'all earlier, I don't know where Hassan Cambell at. I don't know. But it's some funny shit going on. Because I seen Fat Joe speaking on Hassan Cambell. And I see him speaking on the Hip Hop Museum in Bambaataa. And Fat Joe was acting like he didn't know what happened between Hassan and Bambaataa. And he ain't know this, and he ain't know about Bambaataa did this. And he ain't never seen all this fucking tap dancing, Fat Joe. Because I understand you are the mouthpiece sent to distract and keep this Hip Hop Museum in good faith. I'm going to say it again. $80 million to build this museum. $80 million. The money is coming from secret investors, but a percentage is coming from the state of New York. The state of New York, the government, has their hands in the museum. You see this? They predicted it damn near 5 years ago. Then I showed you right here. Look. The state of New York announced Thursday that it will contribute $3.7 million to the Universal Hip Hop Museum, an $80 million institution dedicated to the musical genre, set to open in the Bronx in 2023, which is about to open this week or next week, something like that. But I'm showing you New York State got their hands in them Hip Hop Museum, and I showed you how all these niggas is down with the government, and the Hip Hop Museum is just a front. See you see that crowd? All those are rappers, old head rappers. They met with the mayor. They crowd to the hip hop mayor. But I'm gonna say it again. All you old hip hop heads had no clue that hip hop mayor has been letting in all these immigrants, taking care of them. And one day, all those immigrants coming in going to replace all you hip hoppers' kids and grandkids. So the Hip Hop Museum gonna be here, but a lot of y'all niggas ain't. That's the truth. That's my opinion. And all y'all racist people, the white people got their hands all in this fucking Hip Hop Museum. You get it? Yeah. Everybody's going to get paid, and all the tourists will be coming in. Do you think they're going to have a Hip Hop Museum, all them tourists coming in, and niggas out there robbing and killing them? No. So they understand. Get the niggas out the way first. Get the criminals out the way. And then everything will flourish. That's what they doing, y'all. So, like I said, I'm asking you again, Miss Layla Wills. You the one staging this whole protest. And from my opinion, what I learned, it seemed like Hassan was going to be with you on this protest. And I thought y'all had beef. But anyway, stupid is as stupid does. And if he was planning to link up with her, maybe that's why his channel gone. Who knows? Because we all know Hassan Cambell had to be quiet. They had to shut him up some kind of way. But my point is this. Maybe he just laying low with his channel. Maybe he laying low. Either way, Layla Wills, you staged the protest. Then you said you got a letter from the people at the museum. But one thing you didn't say, Ms. Layla Wills, was you was cool with Chuck D, and Chuck D is the CEO of the Hip Hop Museum. He is the chairman. So how the hell are you going to protest a fucking institution when you cool with the nigga that runs the institution? Please explain that, and please stop playing with the minds of black people. Please go back to where you came from. Please go back to get on your Black Panther stuff. Please, please, please. Because you out here, since you've been on the internet, you've been starting a lot of bullshit up. But that's your business. I don't hate on you. But you are kind of old to be playing these stupid ass games. So all we want you to do is explain, how is it going to be a protest and you with the fucking CEO? And why did you gas Hassan Cambell up to protest with you? Did Bambaataa and the boys pay you? Or did they pay Hassan to lay low and shut up? Did they pay Hassan undeniable money and told him to delete all his accounts? Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? The saga continues. And to all my internet people that do their homework, continue on. Because as of right now, niggas don't know what's going on. And it's the last time I'm going to talk about it. And I'm going to leave it at that. But ain't no coincidence. She took that picture right there. And oh, yeah, Layla Wills, that was a nice picture you took with Mr. Obama, too. But anyway, I know you love hip-hop for real. But anyway, I'm going to move on. And I'm about to close out. Let's go. Hold up. The integrity of the upright shall guide them, but the perversiveness of transgressors shall destroy them. The key word to this, the integrity of the upright. You know what that means? The people who stand on their morals and principles, ain't going for none of that fake shit, ain't being no fucking stupid ass follower. The people that remain standing strong, holding that shit down, will be blessed. You will always be in a state of good because it is your integrity that's going to guide you through all this bullshit. You see, my integrity had give me the common sense to not follow these dummies. Don't follow that. Don't do this. Don't co-sign that because he co-signed it. Don't try to get along with everybody. Don't worry about everybody trying to be your fucking friend. Don't worry about making everybody happy. I have fucking integrity. And some people going to die with their integrity. It's just what it is. See, but a coward dies 1,000 deaths. They don't have no integrity. They're very scary. So that's why the transgressors shall destroy them. Who are the transgressors? The fucking oppressors. The ones that don't like you. The ones that always got some shit cooking up to get rid of your ass. They're going to destroy your ass. Why? Because you're not upright. You're not on the square. When you're not on the square, you get knocked off your feet. You get knocked the fuck out. You get taken out because you ain't upright. But those who got integrity, we upright. Get it? This is my opinion. For we ourselves also were sometimes foolish. We all did dumb shit. We all got fooled, tricked. We all did this dumb shit. I told you, I used to listen to rap too. I was in the street too. For we ourselves also were sometimes foolish, disobedient, deceived, serving divers lusts and pleasures, living in malice and envy, hateful and hating one another. Is that not the agenda of the fucking day? Is this not how we live? That's why I say it's about growing up now. See why I told niggas I ain't got time to play no more? That's foolish shit. That's foolish. You playing right now. These people not playing with you. They ready to wipe everybody out and niggas out here playing. Foolish. Now you see why they made that movie called Foolish? And it was a black movie, wasn't it? All right. Anyway, disobedient. We were disobedient, right? How? We forgot how the fuck we was raised. Didn't your peoples teach you the right way? And I ain't just talking about in the household. For you street niggas, didn't the niggas on the block, didn't OGs in the hood teach you the right way? Didn't they teach you how to move in these streets? Didn't they teach you? You don't put yourself on camera. You don't incriminate yourself on the phone. You don't disrespect your elders. Hold the door, whatever. There's certain things you was taught, but then you became disobedient. Why? Because you got deceived. You got tricked. You went for the okie doke and you forgot what the fuck you was taught. See, I showed you right here. The foolish, the disobedient, and the deceived. Serving divers lusts. Because we live in a world of lust. And niggas will follow anybody in the name of lust. If a nigga got more money, he got more jewelry, a car, a better house, niggas will sit there and watch the video and lust off that man. And lust off that woman. Lusting is watching and studying and being all wrapped up in some shit that you ain't got and you cannot have. You're lusting. Same way niggas lust off a chick. You see a bad chick, you're lusting. Know why? Because you ain't never gonna get that chick. But you gonna lust all day, ain't you, nigga? Yeah. Pleasures. People all wrapped up in their pleasures. Living in malice. What is malice? Hate. Envy. Hateful and hating one another. Ain't that where we at right now? I show you on every platform. That shit going on in real life. That shit going on the job. The shit going on the fucking internet. That shit going on in the church. Everywhere. You see that? Now you see why it's all over? Because the shit already been written. That's why. It was already written. They just needed the actors to act it out. So what I mean by that is the foolish had to play their role. And now the foolish is being wiped out. I'm done. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody, for tapping in. Fun on Fame Live, episode 400. All right. Shout out to the replay gang. Shout out to everybody that caught this video. It's all good. And that hip hop museum, I'm not hating on it. I don't like I said, I don't got a dog in this fight, period. All right. Whatever Hassan got with Bambaataa ain't got shit to do with that. Whatever Layla Wills got, I don't got shit to do with it. I'm just speaking on it because that's what the fuck going on. All right. And I want my people to really be aware of what they doing with all of the money in the state. I ain't saying all the money, but I'm saying they have been putting a lot of money into this project and it has nothing to do with the people of the city. They've been putting taxpayers' dollars into this shit. But don't forget, all of this is for tourism. See, they got bored with just coming to see the ball drop. They got bored with just going to Times Square and going to the 9/11 site. They needed some new shit, new innovative souls, rap music, hip-hop museum. Now we got young people, old people all over the world coming to New York. And we're going to get taxes, revenue. We don't need New York City people taxes no more. We'll have a percentage still poor because somebody got to do the dirty work. And then the rest of them, we're going to tax their ass on the rent and all the bill. Man, the city of New York about to get super, super, super rich. This is how they're going to return back to being an empire state. But this is one of the cornerstones going to do it. And now you understand this is an $80 million establishment. That's why Fat Joe has to water it down, downplay Bambaataa, and make it like people hating on hip-hop. Niggas ain't hating on hip-hop, Fat Joe, all right? But keep it real. This museum has nothing to do with fucking hip-hop. It has to do with you niggas getting paid. And it represents the exodus of the Black, Puerto Rican, and everybody else that has something to do with hip-hop and their families. This has to do with them being wiped out. And this is the marker. When we see this hip-hop museum, we can look at it years from now and say, you know what? When they built that museum, man, that's when they first started getting rid of everybody, man. That's going to be the marker right there. But anyway, salute to the chat. What's up, Rondell? Harlem, what's good? You already know. What's up, Jamila? What's up, Shayna? Sakina, everybody in here. What's up? Links, what's good, Links? M. Dot. What's good, y'all? TG. That's right, TG. I said it on it. Look, TG said Eminem probably going to have a special floor in that spot. That's a fact. Just like I said, TG, I don't know if you was listening to this channel back then, but I said when it's all said and done, whether we all dead in the ground, gone, it will be written that Eminem was the greatest rapper of all time. That's why you see throughout the years, they kept having them controversial topics about Eminem. And they would try to get old heads to comment on him. And you seen recently, I tell you what, I'm going to tell you the game that play got played. And y'all going to feel me on this. Remember about 10 years ago when all those old rappers were washed up? What I mean by washed up, you remember at the height of trap music and a lot of other shit, drill music was popping at the same time. Old hip-hop rappers couldn't get a job. They wasn't getting paid. They were wiped away. All these old rappers did not get back in position until Jay-Z started Tidal and music went into streaming. And then he started reaching out to a lot of these old rappers and the old rappers started learning that they can get paid off their old catalogs. And not only get paid off their old catalog, they learned that they can do shows and they can get money. But most of them was fat on the couch and washed the fuck up on drugs, all that shit. But all of them took time out to reinvent themselves. I also told you that's what Versus was about. But my point is, remember back in the days when all the rappers was hating on drill rap? Remember they was hating on mumble rap? Remember they was saying they was all hating on Eminem? Remember? You remember that all the old rappers was hating on Eminem? Then what you see a couple years ago, recent start happening. You started seeing all the old rappers co-signing Eminem, right? I think I even seen Rakim co-sign him. All the new rappers started co-signing Eminem because they had to go with the program. And once they started going with the program, they started eating again. Because it shall be written, Eminem was the greatest rapper of all time. Now, if you apply it to the industry, on paper, he was the greatest rapper of all time because he sold the most records, industry-wise. See, people got confused with hip-hop and rap. He will be the greatest rapper of all time. But I don't think it's a such thing as the greatest hip-hop of all time. You get it? But he will be the greatest rapper of all time. And they also made sure that after Eminem reached his peak, they made sure that no other rapper would ever come close to him. And that's another reason why you'll see any other rapper that had influence or could be big, possibly, somehow their ass got taken out. This shit bigger than rap. But rap is a cash cow. Everybody knows this. So, ain't nothing new. Fat Joe know the truth. Fat Joe trying to get paid. I'm pretty sure he got some millions. He got some millions invested. Yeah. You was with Zulu Nation, Fat Joe. So why you try to act like you just met up with them in public and at parks? Even goddamn Lord Jamar admitted he was around. You was around too, Joe. You was with Lord Finesse. All of them digging in the crates was under Zulu Nation too, nigga. Why you trying to front? You was amongst that shit. But don't mean you see them do nothing to nobody, of course. But my point is, Joe, you try to act like it was no stories on Bambaataa doing nothing funny. You try to act like you ain't know. See? You a fraud, Fat Joe. And I'm pretty sure, man, you been an op the whole time. And you another one. I broke it down before. Everybody around you went to jail or died, and you was the last man standing. And you sacrificed Terror Squad to get where you had to go. And Terror Squad was a bunch of real niggas. And they was all real to you. But somehow you managed to shake all of them. And you was hating on Cuban Links. You was a hating ass nigga, Fat Joe. And you was hating on Pun. That's why I really don't like your ass, nigga. But other niggas, they gonna suck you off and they gonna big you up. But me, I know you a fraud, Fat Joe. And I used to like you, nigga, as a rapper. But I grew up. That's it. Rest in peace, Big Pun. Straight up. This man rolled Pun's wave. And you would have been dead a long time ago if it wasn't for Big Pun. You was dead in the 90s, Fat Joe. Let's be real. You only was popular in the 90s because you started doing songs with Puffy. You started collaborating with that. I know your whole history, bro. I had all your albums. All right? So don't play with me. You was doing songs with Nas, Ray. Everybody hot, Joe, you was with him. You had him on that album. You ain't hold down no album yourself from front to back. All your biggest hits got Lil Wayne on it. Remy Ma on it. How many big hits you got by yourself, Fat Joe? I bet you ain't got 5. And you've been out about damn near 40 years. You a fraud, Fat Joe. But you love to talk that Bronx street shit. Because you know when you talk that Bronx talk, you going to stir New York up. You going to get New York feeling good. New York going to start standing with you. You've been playing that Bronx card a long time, Fat Joe. And I'm sad. Look, yeah, it is what it is, man. What my people from the Bronx going to stop letting these rappers finesse their ass? They always use the Bronx to get where they got to go. Then they shit on the Bronx. Another example, Cardi B, same shit. Told y'all, man, we y'all going to learn this shit. People understand. I can use New York to get paid for the rest of my life. I don't even got to go back there no more. See, people that tap into this channel that know about me, know I'm from New York, but I don't always talk about New York. You know why? Because I don't be exploiting my city. I don't exploit the town. I don't got to always put New York on everything and in everything like these niggas do. Everything they do, they got to say New York, the Bronx, Brook. They got to put New York in every fucking thing. Even when they do, they fuck shit. Because people understand, long as I'm from New York and I use New York, I get paid. I get paid just because I'm from New York. Everybody wants to know about New York. So these niggas been using that shit forever. In fact, Joe is the master of that shit. Where you at, Bronx? Where you at, New York? Get that shit out of here. New York, stop co-signing motherfuckers just because they from New York. Fuck all that. You co-signed TEKASHI 6ix9ine. What happened? Stop co-signing people just because they from your city. If they on some fuck shit, they on some fuck shit. Because you might not see it, but the rest of the states and the rest of the world, they see the fuck shit. That's all I'm saying. The internet made everything equal. No matter where you from no more. I told y'all that. This is the World Wide Web. I don't care if you from New York. I don't care if you from goddamn Ireland. We all on the same wave because that's how the internet works. You could be from Iowa. You from Iowa, you still know everything going on in Chicago. It's the internet. My point is this, y'all. We about to get out of here. That's right. They been using New York for clout. I've been watching niggas do that shit for years. Especially all these fucking YouTubers. Most of these niggas, shout out to my New York niggas on YouTube doing their fucking thing. Keep shining. But a lot of niggas from New York be lame as fuck and they be using New York for clout. Get the fuck out of here, nigga. You was never on them streets. Never on them streets like that. Yeah, you was in the town. You was in the crib out the window. Yeah, when niggas was on the block rolling dice, you was watching the dice game. Yeah, when it was a shootout, nigga, you ran. You was around, but you wasn't in the mix. Stop the bullshit, all right? I'm done. Rondell, what's up? They've been using the town for clout. That's why I don't speak on the town like that. I don't. Because niggas have commercialized the city. They made it a joke, putting everything on the town. What about you? Joe claimed Jersey. He wasn't in messing with New York City. Yeah, they niggas, that's another thing. Y'all ain't figured out why every time a rapper blow up, he fucking haul ass out of New York City. Them niggas haul ass. First place they go with, y'all, basic shit, Jersey. Then where they gonna go? Florida. Then where they gonna go? Georgia. Then they gonna go, when they get their nuts up and their heart up, then they go to LA. But when Suge was around, none of them wanted to go to LA. They was all scared. Now Nas got a house in LA. Now Jay-Z and Diddy run around LA. You feel me? But before they didn't go to Cali, they was scared. Them niggas are running Jersey, Florida, fucking Atlanta. That's it. Some of them might go to the Hamptons, shit like that, but they was all doing the same shit. Go to fucking Jersey. You know what I'm saying? Man, I got you. I got all you. Man, come on, man. I see these niggas when they came in. I seen them when they went out. I've been around just as long as these niggas. And yeah, Fat Joe, when I was a youngster, nigga, I used to be in D&D studios, nigga. Yeah, I was in there too. I was around all y'all niggas. That's another time. Rest in peace, Gangstar. Guru from Gangstar. Shout out to DJ Premier. All right? I ain't got time to play with none of these clowns. Anyway, I'm done. Salute to y'all. Have a blessed day. Have a strong day. Stay right, stay focused, and don't be tricked out here. All right? And whatever happened to Hassan Cambell, who knows? Who knows? Hey, he might be laying low with a bad, maybe Bambaataa gave him $3 million and shut it down. Who knows? I don't know. Shit. Anyway, I'm out of here. Y'all hold up. 1.